How's it going? My name is Yanecek. I'm a member of the sales team with the Boathouse Group. Today we are located at our Cape Coral dealership where I'm aboard a brand new Everglades 395 we just had arrived. I'm going to be going through a couple of my favorite features that I think make this boat unique and one of the best boats on the market. One of my favorite features that is incorporated on the 395 is the dual seater mezzanine seat that you see here, giving you rear access while you run. Going to be one of the most comfortable seats in the house no matter what the occasion. Now, first things first, you can see I'm rested on a step-up platform which gives you very easy access up and down, but you can flip it out of your way if you want your legs to hang a little bit as well. While you're sitting here, they have 4 different AC vents that you can control with an easy AC control just here to my right hand side. That AC is going to give you great alleviation from the heat, specifically in the summertime, and makes this a seat that many people like to fight over. Additionally, you have plug access on either side for ample charging capabilities, so after those long days on the water, you can keep your phone charged while you're hanging out, see what's going on behind you while you're out running, and it'll always be a comfortable seat for you. And just to my right here as well, you'll see the extend and retract. This is for your make fast awning, which with the touch of a button automatically actuates into an out position to give you coverage from the sun when you want it while you're at the beach, or if you're at your favorite fishing spot. As soon as you're ready to bring it back in, you just hit the retract and it pulls right back in, making this a very comfortable space no matter the conditions you're in. Another thing I love about the mezzanine seat as well is it is an incorporated cooler. Really great space for you to put some drinks on ice, or when optioned with the freezer plate, they have that so you can keep your drinks cold as well. Another aspect of the mezzanine seat I love to highlight that you see here is you have a cover plate for a freshwater sink. So really good freshwater access, but more importantly, on either side, they've done a great job of incorporating necessary tackle incorporation and drawers that you can use for really any purposes that you like. If you want to put koozies, you want to put any fillet knives, if you want to put some pliers, scissors, obviously anything incorporated for your day out, case depending on whether you're fishing or going out recreationally. Great space to work with, and that is located on both sides. So as you come over to the other side as well, you have more incorporation. This is more set up specifically for those fillet knives. This is more specifically set up for the fishability. And on this side as well, you have even more tackle. So for the avid fisherman, there's plenty of tackle space tucked away, protected. That way it's not getting in the way of your floor space and your workable fishing space when you go out on those trips. Every captain's dream is, of course, to be at the helm, and that's no more prevalent than when you're in the Everglades 395. I like to start with the triple wide individual seating that you see with incorporated armrests, flip-up bolsters for additional space if you like to lean and drive. More importantly, you'll see these are located on shock mitigating seats, which is an option. Great for when you got those days where maybe you get more tumultuous waters. Really helps eat up a lot of those vibrations that you get throughout time when you got those long trips on the water. You also have AC vents that provide alleviation from behind. And then you also have front side vents for the driver specifically, so you can get plenty of airflow in those summer months down here in South Florida when it gets a little bit warmer. Another great incorporation that Everglades has at the helm as well, for those that may be a little bit more height challenged, they do give you another fatigue pad that you can easily flip down, which is going to give you a higher line of sight. So if you feel that you would like to have just a bit of a higher vantage point, 2-piece flip down. Now, I've got plenty of visibility if needed. Now we come to the dash and display setup of the Everglades 395, which is a dream. Triple Garmin 8617 displays that give you full illumination, ease of access to any of the screens while you're underway. They also have the incorporated One Helm system, which is going to give you full access to all of your switching, all of your lights, all of your pumps. That's all going to be digitally incorporated through the Garmins. But if you are more old school and you like the ease of access of your old toggle switches, they still have full redundancy switching incorporated underneath, as well as ease of use for all of your battery switching as well, and more redundancy switching here too. That One Helm system will give you full incorporation of all that switching right through the Garmins too. You see the teak trim on the dash, beautiful classy look to tie all together. This incorporated pad here is a wireless phone charger while you're underway. Get your phone charged without having to worry about it being plugged in at all. You also have Everglades patented windshield, and the windshield actuates all the way down, all the way up to provide you airflow when you need it, but also gives you great protection when you're in a little bit more of those conditions that require it. So really nice feature that comes from Everglades with the windshield there as well. As I mentioned earlier, amazing line of sight. I'm about 6 foot myself. I don't need to even consider having any of the flip downs. I've got great line of sight. I'll never lose my line of sight at any point while I'm running the Everglades 395. Now as we come to the bow, I'll just highlight a couple reasons why the bow of the 395 is both for the fisherman and for the family man alike. Obviously you can see the fully incorporated seating capacity with your ratcheted seat backs to allow you to easily put your feet up. They have a low profile grab rail that you're going to see run from the bow all the way back to the midship. So no matter where you're sitting, standing, relaxing, you have an easy grab point if you feel you need it. But more importantly, you've got plenty of space with that width of the boat that allows you to have multiple people sit up here and they can relax, not feel like they're getting in the way of each other. Or if you want to use the actuated table, this table is pretty much three-purpose, right? You see it currently in the down position. When it's in the down position, that's going to give you full access to your anchor locker up front, to the windlass anchor, but also for fishability purposes too, if you want to have that full encompassing to the front. What you can also do is you can bring that table into a level position. That level position is going to give you a little bit more castability. If you want to stand up on it, can support you for casting. Or of course, if you want to put it all the way up into the table position, then you and some friends can hang out, have a drink, have a bite, and it acts as a full table too. One of the great features the Everglades 395 has to offer in the bow configuration. Now I'm located in the forward seat, which is going to be one that your guests are going to fight over. Armrest, cup holder incorporation for ease of access. You also do have charging plugs, again, for phone charging capabilities for those longer days on the water. And this is going to be a spot that no matter the conditions, it's a great place to sit and relax. So now we find ourselves down underneath the Everglades 395, where you see we have a fully incorporated wraparound combination of a berth where you can actually lay down if somebody wanted to take a nap, but also you get the great incorporation of your classic configuration where we can have a couple of people sit down, have a drink, get out of the elements if needed. Additionally, you'll see we have our full paneling, so our access for our 120 system, our Fusion stereo head unit, our shore power and generator, as well as the Fisher Panda generator itself, and all of our charging outlet capabilities here as well. And as we come into the head, you'll see we have a fully incorporated marine head. We also have this incorporated sink which runs on your freshwater, and an overhead shower. So if people have been in the water, they want to clean up before you go to a restaurant or come in for the day, you do have the ability to use the shower if needed. Now I'd like to highlight a couple of the features that you're going to notice at the transom of the 395. First things first, you notice plenty of beam and space to work. When you have your transom seating folded in, it gives you great fishable space here at the transom, with 12 feet to work with. Now, because you have 12 feet incorporated, you've got full twin seaters that go the full span of that 12 feet. So realistically, you can comfortably fit 4 or 5 people here on the transom seating. And when you want to have the additional space, it's an easy flip to give you, again, that full dance floor space in the backside, whether you got beanbag chairs or whether you want that fishable space or just the workable space when you got a day out as well. Continuing to move through the transom here, you'll see we have twin 40-gallon pressurized live wells incorporated on either side. And here in the center, you have a 75-gallon fish box incorporated with drain that goes right overboard for you. And you do have a great place to easily stow your cutting board. So it gives you a bait prep station, easily flips up and locks into place. But you'll also note it does have a rod holder incorporation as well, so you can bring it over to any of your rod holders here on the gunnel side and it will incorporate there as well. Another area I'd like to highlight is located here at the transom, and this is your access down underneath. You see this boat is equipped with a Seakeeper 3. Everglades builds the pod for the Seakeeper 3, which is incorporated just down underneath, so that gives you ease of access to the Seakeeper, or if a technician needs to work on it. But more importantly, a highlight of Everglades is that they cut everything in-house. Everything is cut to perfect length. You're not going to have any bird's nests. You're not going to have any excess tubing or piping. It is a super clean setup down underneath. And what that allows you to do as a consumer is really easily access all of your pumps, all of your fittings, all of your seatcocks. You've got your fuel water separators located underneath. If a technician needs to access the Fisher Panda generator that is located right up underneath, the diesel fill is right behind me for ease of access for you. But if it is ever needed for any reason to get to it, it is also accessible as well. But if you just look at the cleanliness of the space underneath, this is a technician's dream, but this is also a dream for you as a consumer as well, because you can very easily turn a valve on or off if needed, access a pump if needed. So if you need to get down here, it is a space that you can actually use, and it's very clean. Everything is very well labeled, and this works extremely well in those times that you need to get down here. So those are my favorite areas of the boat that I think really make this a unique experience, whether you go out casual cruising, day at the beach, or whether you're a fisherman alike. It's going to give you very good comfortability. And as you can see from the dash, from the mezzanine seat, from your forward seating and forward access, you have much to work with on the Everglades 395.